What was the page number? Screen paused. Akash is saying screen paused. I don't think so. Second device is recording everything. Akash, just rejoin. Akash, just rejoin. Fine. पृथ्वीराज, I think तुला नेटवर्क इश्यू असेल, लॅग असेल तर. ओके, जनरली तुला नेटवर्क इश्यू आहेत तुझ्या एरियामध्ये, त्यामुळे कंटिन्युअसली तुला प्रॉब्लेम येतो. अदरवाइज सेकंड डिव्हाइस आहे जे रेकॉर्ड करते. कालही रेकॉर्ड केलं होतं मी, परवाही केलं होतं, काल नाही परवा केलं होतं. फाईन. सो अथर्व आता गुड मॉर्निंग म्हणतोय. लेक्चर चालू झालं बा. सर मी आता उठलोय, तुमचं लेक्चर चालू झालं की, पण मी आता उठलोय, हो ना. Okay, solve example number 8 and 9. It was your task. Okay, example number 8 and 9 was your task, but let me check example number 8 once again. Which of the following quantities is same for all ideal gases at same temperature? So temperature is given same. So keeping temperature same or constant, which of the following quantities will be same for all gases? Okay, which of the following quantities will be same for all gases? Number 1, translational kinetic energy of 1 mole. Translational kinetic energy of 1 mole, Ke. Translational 1 mole, एका मोलची ट्रान्सलेशनल कायनेटिक एनर्जी बाळ किती असते? Okay, everyone reply me in the chat box. We have to check which of the following quantities are same for all gases at given temperature. Reply fast. Translational kinetic energy of 1 mole. Without any mistake, no silly mistakes are expected. 1 mole translational kinetic energy, translational degrees of freedom are 3, so 3 times half RT. 3 times half RT means 3/2 RT. Okay, now for all gases temperature is given same, so for all gases this entire quantity will remain same. So write down same for all gases. So option A is the correct option. Now let us verify option B. Now in the option B, they are writing it as translational kinetic energy of 1 gram. Translational kinetic energy of 1 gram. Okay. So translational kinetic energy of 1 gram. All right. Now translational kinetic energy per unit mass into mass. To calculate translational kinetic energy of 1 gram, what we have to do is this: translational kinetic energy per unit mass into mass. So let us find out translational kinetic energy divided by translational kinetic energy of 1 mole divided by mass of 1 mole divided by mass of 1 mole. This will give me translational kinetic energy per unit mass multiplied by given mass. This can give me the translational kinetic energy of 1 gram. Okay sir. Now translational kinetic energy of 1 mole is simply 3/2 RT divided by mass of 1 mole. Mass of 1 mole is capital M. Mass of 1 mole is capital M into given mass. Given mass is 1 gram. Given mass is 1 gram. All right sir. But sir, if this gram you are taking in this mass you are taking in gram, this mass you should also take in gram. Okay, so this is the translational kinetic energy of 1 gram. This is the translational kinetic energy of 1 gram. Do you agree with me? Reply me in the chat box. We have to verify whether this quantity will remain same for all gases or will be different for different gases. That we have to verify. Just reply me agree, disagree. Small a, small d. Agree? Good. So sir, for different gases we are given temperature same, but for different gases their molar masses are different. If molar masses are different, then translational kinetic energy of 1 gram of each gas will be different. Molar masses of the gases are different, so translational kinetic energy of 1 gram will be different. So here we will write different for different gases. Different for different gases. So option B is wrong. Option B is wrong. Now let us verify option number C. Let us verify option number C. The number of molecules in 1 mole. Very simple. Number of molecules in 1 mole. What is the formula or what is the number? Number of molecules in 1 mole is simply, sir, Avogadro number. It will not depend which gas it is. Okay. If you are saying 1 mole, then number of molecules will be 6.022 into 10 to the power 23. Okay, these many molecules will be there, will be available there in 1 mole. Okay, mole inverse per mole. Okay, Avogadro numbers unit का असता है per mole. Okay, so this will be same for all gases irrespective of its temperature, irrespective of its pressure, irrespective of its volume. If it is 1 mole, it will contain these many molecules. So same for all gases. So option C is also correct. Same for all gases. In this way, you have to solve basically multiple type of questions. To solve multiple type of questions, you have to check one by each option one by one. That is the general method. Now option number D. The number of molecules in 1 gram. Okay. Number of molecules in 1 gram. To find out number of molecules in 1 gram, how to tackle this question? How to find out number of molecules in 1 gram? How to find out number of molecules in 1 gram? That can be simply done like this. Number of moles corresponding to 1 gram multiplied by Avogadro number. Okay, number of moles. 1 gram म्हणजे किती moles आहेत बघा. Into Avogadro number करा. 1 gram मधले number of molecules मिळतील. Okay, 1 gram means, check first of all, 1 gram means how many number of moles, and after getting number of moles, multiply it by Avogadro number. So, number of molecules in 1 gram is equal to number of moles multiplied by Avogadro number. Now, number of moles in 1 gram, number of moles calculate करायचा है. Given mass is 1 gram. So, you have to write here, given mass divided by molar mass. Given mass divided by molar mass multiplied by Avogadro number. Sir, given mass is 1 gram. Given mass is 1 gram. Let us take molar mass also in gram multiplied by Avogadro number. Sir, at all temperature Avogadro number is same, but for different gases molar mass is different. Different masses. Sorry, for different gases molar mass is different. So, sir, this number of moles in 1 gram for different gases will be different. So, different for different gases. So, reply me in the chat box. Is this logic clear to all of you? Write it down and let me know. They simply said which of the following quantities will remain same for all gases at given temperature. So, at given temperature, translational kinetic energy of 1 mole will be same for all gases. Let it be any gas. Translational kinetic energy of 1 gram will be different because molar mass of 1 mole. Molar mass is different for different gases. So, translational kinetic energy of 1 gram will be different for different gases. Number of molecules in 1 gram will be different, but number of molecules in 1 mole will be same. Clear? Just reply me in the chat box fast, everyone, so that I can move on to the next question. बोला जरा पट. Just a small c or small n. Good. Fine. So basically, this is the method to solve the multiple type questions. Okay, where you have to check all the options one by one. Okay, but generally this method will not be used. That first check option number A, then check option number B, then check option number C, then check option number D. असं actually करायचं नसतं. In reality, when you are solving multiple type of questions, you have to read all the options carefully. After reading all the options, pick which is the most easy. Okay, कुठला त्या चार ऑप्शन मधला कॅल्क्युलेट करणं सगळ्यात सोपं आहे, मोस्ट इझी अँड मोस्ट ऑब्वियस. Then you have to write about, or you have to check, or you have to verify only that option. After verifying that option, most of the times multiple type questions have partial marking also. Means what? Let's say overall two options are correct. Okay, if two options are correct, and out of which if you tick, if you tick one of the options, let's say option A and C are correct, but out of which you found that C option is very easy to verify, and you verified option C, and you got that option C is right, then you will at least tick mark option number C. You will at least tick mark option number C. Okay, and then you can check whether to go for further checking or just to skip that question and move on to the next, because there is partial marking scheme, because it simply means that you will get some marks even if you write one of the options. Okay, so there are some partial marking questions and there are some full marking questions wherein you have to write all the correct options, only then you will get marks. Means only if you write like this, only then you will get correct marks. So for that we need to read the instructions of the questions carefully. Okay, but particularly for multiple type of questions, we will not be directly doing like this: option A check, option B check, option C check, option D check. Okay, that is not a good method. What you should do, you should read all the options, then go for the easiest option. For example, this is the easiest option, isn't it? Number of molecules in 1 mole is always 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 at all temperatures, even for all gases. So this option you can immediately tick mark. Okay, instead of checking option A, B and C, you can immediately tick mark this. Okay, so in this way you have to go for, or you have to build the logic for, or build yourself for multiple type of questions, multiple correct questions. Those are also MCQs, but we have to check for each option. Okay, so multiple type of questions simply demands reading of all the options. Okay, MCQ basically by default does not demand checking of all options. Single correct option जो असतो ना तुमचा MCQ, सिंगल वाला करेक्ट. So basically options सगळे वाचा असे डिमांड करत नाही, पण वाचले तर पाहिजे. That is very good habit if you have that habit of reading all the options. पण मल्टिपल ला कंपल्सरी तुम्हाला सगळे ऑप्शन्स रीड करायचे असतात. Now let us move on to the example number 9. Write down question number 9. Let's see how to solve this question. A vessel of volume 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. So V is equal to 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube. Contains 0.1 mole of the hydrogen. Contains 0.1 mole. All right, sir. No problem. Of helium. Helium is simply He. It is monoatomic. Most of the people do mistake. Helium they write as diatomic. I don't know why. Helium is monoatomic. It's inert gas, right? Helium is monoatomic. Degrees of freedom किती असतील बा? If the temperature is 300 Kelvin, you will tell me degrees of freedom. Calculate the pressure due to component gases. I think I made a mistake, right? A vessel of volume 2 into 10 raised to minus 3 meter cube contains 0.1 mole of hydrogen. Sorry, my mistake. 0.1 mole of hydrogen, which is diatomic. So for that, degrees of freedom will be equal to 5. And 0.2 mole of helium. Okay. So let us call this as N1 and let us call this as N2. N2 is what? 0.2 mole. And who is N2? N2 is helium, which is monoatomic. Whose degrees of freedom will be equal to 3. F1, F2, N1, N2. First is hydrogen, second is helium. Alright, sir. If the temperature of the mixture T is equal to 300 Kelvin, temperature of mixture dile balanno, the same temperature individual gases will have. Same temperature individual gases will have because it's a mixture. Calculate the pressure due to component gases. Okay. Pressure due to component gases. Partial pressure of hydrogen P1 equal to question mark. See how the question is being modeled. And partial pressure of helium P2 is equal to question mark. All right, sir, no problem. Fine. Find out the pressure due to component gases and mixture. Pressure due to component gases is partial pressure P1 and P2, and the mixture. Mixture pressure is total pressure, which is addition of partial pressures. That is also to be found out. That is also to be found out. So tell me in the chat box, is the question clear to all of you? There are two gases which are mixed. One is diatomic, one is monoatomic. Now matter karat nahi balano. Whether it is hydrogen, helium, doesn't matter. There is one diatomic gas, there is one monoatomic gas. Actually, name will matter only if you have to count the number of only if you have to consider molar mass. Okay, let's see if molar mass is useful or not. बघूयात. Check करा पहिल्यांदा question clear झाला का. Now we have to find out partial pressures P1 and P2. So very simple thing. Sir, if this is the volume of mixture, because we are given one container, each gas will occupy same volume. Okay. So sir, instead of writing this as V mixture, write it as V1 equal to V2. Entire volume available will be occupied by hydrogen, and the same volume will be also occupied by helium. So write down V1 equal to V2 equal to V of mixture. So temperature of mixture is equal to T1 equal to T2. Similar to that, volume of the mixture equal to V1 equal to V2. So sir, we know PV is equal to nRT. Okay, now let us solve this question. We know PV is equal to nRT. Let us apply this rule for the first gas. So sir, let us write pressure is equal to nRT upon V as general formula, and let us apply this rule. Let us apply this rule to the first gas. P1 is equal to N1 R T1 upon V1. Okay. How many number of moles of first? 0.1. What is R? It is 8.314 joule per Kelvin per mole. The value of R they have already given to us as 8.31. So we will take it as 8.31, not as 8.314. 8.31. That's it. Joule per Kelvin per mole. Temperature of the first gas, which is equal to temperature of the mixture, which is equal to 300 Kelvin, divided by the volume. What is the volume? It is 2 into 10 raised to minus 3. Can anyone do this calculation? Just tell me. मी नहीं करना. Sir calculation नहीं करना रहता था. Answer सांगा. How many Newton per meter square or how many Pascal? Just tell me. Decimal point you have to arrange after first digit. First non-zero digit नंतर decimal point arrange करा. And then tell me these two brackets. First tell me this bracket, then tell me this bracket. These many Newton per meter square, or it's a pressure, so you may directly call it as Pascal. Find out fast decimal point after first digit. First tell me this number, then immediately after that write this number. Good. What was that answer? Let me check. Everyone calculate. Only one answer I received. 6.25? No. See, 6.25, 1.24, two answers I received. Okay, I received this answer twice, thrice. What is 10 raised to? 4 times. What is 10 raised to? Now tell me, what is 10 raised to? 10 raised to 1 सांग 5? Okay. So I will go with this answer because I have received it multiple times. All right. Fine. Okay. So sir, question seems very easy. If P1 we have calculated this way, shall we calculate P2 like this? P2 is equal to N2 R T2 upon V2. N2 R T2 upon V2. Just do it. What is number of moles per second? It is 0.2 mole. All right, sir. What is R? Sir, R, T and 2 will remain same. R, T and V. R will R, T1 equal to T2, V1 equal to V2 will remain same. So, Sir, this answer will simply get doubled because here we have 0.1 and here we have 0.2. So no need to do the again calculation. No need to do that calculation again. This is 0.1, this is 0.2. So this entire answer is simply doubled. So 1.24 after doubling we will get 2.48 into 10 raised to 5. इथं डबल करायचं नाही, इथं 10 लिहायचं नाही. Okay, you shall not write 10 here. You should simply double this number, these many Pascal. Okay, so this is the partial pressure of the second component. And so total pressure of the mixture by Dalton's law, we know it is addition of partial pressures of components. So 1.24 plus 2.48 is 1.24 multiplied by 3 simply. 1.24 plus 2.48, just do it. 1.24 plus 2.48 multiplied by 10 raised to 5. That shall give you the answer as 2 carry 1. 4 plus 2 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Check whether I am right or wrong. Just reply me in the chat box. Correct or incorrect? यायला पाहिजेत questions. Temperature of mixture of gases, pressure of mixture of gases, pressure of the mixture, partial pressures of components. These are very easy questions. आयुष्यात याच्यापेक्षा इझी काय असू शकत नाही, आहे नाही. Similar type of questions you will observe in the chemistry as well. Okay, so those questions are now secured. Fine. Now actual task begins. Okay, so let me rub this. So the next point is measurement of temperature. That point we have already covered. Just write down a note once again. Conversion between different scales of temperature. Okay, so first is Celsius minus lower fixed point of the Celsius is 0, upper fixed point minus lower fixed point is equal to Fahrenheit minus lower fixed point of the Fahrenheit which is 32 divided by upper fixed point which is 212 minus lower fixed point which is 32. Just keep writing is equal to Reaumur minus lower fixed point of the Reaumur divided by upper fixed point of the Reaumur minus 0. Okay, if it is Récumur it is 4, but if it is Reaumur then it is 80 and 0. Then Kelvin minus lower fixed point of the Kelvin is 273.15, or you may just neglect that 0.15, divided by upper fixed point 273 minus lower fixed point 273, 373 minus 273. Just write down the conversion. Okay, just write down this note. This we already know, this we have already done, but once again in this chapter also you will need temperature conversions sometimes. So in that case we must be able to do that. Okay, so for that we'll just write that as a note. Okay, now just write a note, or just write heading as intensive property. Okay, just write down intensive property.